today on the George Stone channel, you get to meet Patina Turner. She'll give you a little walk around of my 1969 F100. Okay, here she is, guys. 1969 F100. I've dubbed Patina Turner. Let's just make a quick little lap here and we'll get under the hood and everything. Show you the buttery smooth Patina. What we got here is, like I said, 1969 F100. I traded a kid a motorcycle for it years ago. Kind of sat next to my house for a little bit. COVID hit. First time in my life I've ever had time and money kind of crossed. So I drug this out from beside the house. It was a standard cab, standard height F100 that a kid actually he traded another kid for. It had been to a couple places. Started off life as a guy who actually did like what do they call those, like carvings of tree carvings, or turned tree trunks and stuff into like bears and eagles and otters and stuff like that. In fact we'll start kind of go right here. You can actually see the guy's nickname was Bearman. So it's Bearman chainsaw carving. It's on both doors. Unfortunately, I did find Bearman on the interweb. He's still kicking, but a little bit of dementia, I think, or something like that. And he doesn't quite remember the truck, which is a shame, because I think he'd be really impressed what it's come out to be. I'll throw up some before and after pictures. But like I said, it's a 1969 F100, and it's got some little special features. Let's dive into them. Okay, so I'm old school. I like stuff that's not necessarily period correct, but you know, stuff that you'd find back in the day. I mean, it's nice to put an LS or a Coyote or something in cars. Makes them more reliable, but you know what? I think you can make the old stuff just as reliable. What we have here is a 1969 390 FE Ford. Got it from, anyway, actually this one came with the truck. Nothing special done to it. I pulled it out, rebuilt it, kept the two-barrel carburetor, actually I put a Holly carburetor on it instead of the Motorcraft one. Still has the cast iron intake, which weighs 77 pounds, I think I read somewhere. The motor itself is just absolutely stupid heavy, but maybe that's one of the disadvantages to running the older stuff. Is what it is. I like it. I like stuff that you don't see every day. Kept all the patina, everything up underneath of the hood. What I did is I took this truck and I frame offed it. It took the cab, took the body, took everything off of it, and just kind of made it a little more drivable, a little more friendly. But you can see, it's kind of hard to see down there. I've got a rack and pinion. Let's go underneath it here. Let's get under her skirt. I've got a rack and pinion out of a Crown Victoria 2000. I think it's a 12 Crown Victoria police car. You can find those online. The little swaps that you can do. You got to pull out the twin I-beams, which is a pain in the butt. But once you get all that out, it's kind of a bolt-in deal. A lot of welding a little here and there, but it's a bolt-in deal. It's not too hateful, and the ride quality is incredible. Think about it. I mean, this front end, I think I got for, I want to say $350 from hub to hub, with a power rack and pinion, the sway bars, the brakes. It's aluminum. It weighs so much less than the twin I-beam. So try and figure out, by the time you get dream beams and you drop it, then you change over to discs and you find a sway bar you like. I mean, you're up over $1,500, $2,000 just to get all that to work. This, you can do the whole thing, a little bit of time and money, rebuild the whole thing with with aftermarket parts, you can have this in for $500 to $700, and it's incredible. Has brakes for days. It's unbelievable. Down here, it's kind of hard to see. This little guy right here is a electric power steering pump off of a Volvo, like an X90, something goofy like that, some Volvo. Got that from a junkyard, rebuilt it, $50. So it doesn't have a belt-driven pump for the power steering, so it runs off electric. I got to kind of apologize. I really haven't cleaned the motor. We just got back from a 800-mile road trip with this, which I'll throw a little video up on that one a little later on. Flawless. Didn't have a lick of issues. This thing ran great. The radiator here fits perfectly. I think I got it off of Amazon for $150. It's aluminum. This truck, I can run it wide open all day long in the middle of July, 100 degrees out. Truck never breaks 190 degrees. It's unbelievable. So look into these. Sometimes people turn their noses up, frown upon the Amazon Chinese stuff. But you know what? If you're building a truck on a budget, you can't beat it. I mean, it actually fits in perfectly. Put the shroud back on it. Made some hoses. Thing works great. Cools like unbelievable. No problem at all. Did have a one casualty on my little 800-mile trip. I lost my my battery hold down. It gave up, so I had to put the zip tie or the tie strap on here on that to get home, so it didn't rattle out. But yeah, that was my casualty. But you figure I built this truck probably almost 5 years ago now, and the little rubber parts are giving up on that. So probably got to work on that a little bit. See, cleaned up all the wiring, put in master cylinder and brake booster off of a 69 F250, I believe, because they were disc drums in the back. So I had to go to disc in the front with the Crown Victoria package. So I needed to upgrade the master cylinder and brake booster. Again, this truck has brakes for days. It's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive there. Go inside and I'll show you some of the cool tricks we got in here. Pretty basic interior. We didn't go crazy. I started to put a new dash pad on top of it. I pulled the old one off and saw how nice and rounded it was, and man, I just fell in love with it. And I said, that's more my style. Kind of older, kind of hard. Ralph Nader approved? No, he hates it. So all I did is I had a friend of mine who got me a seat made. This guy made this seat for me. It's hard to look or hard to really see, or it doesn't really do it justice on camera. Beautiful distressed leather, diamond pattern, just unbelievable. And my friend, I'll give him a shout out. My friend Garrett Lambert, he had a friend, old time guy lived up in the hills, and he went and he made this seat for me. Unfortunately, the gentleman passed away, which is a shame because that is a talent that's lost. But this seat is incredible. Sits awesome. Rides down the road. Snowden gets $2,000 for these things. I think the guy did it for under $500. It's incredible. I mean, I owe that guy who made it and Garrett just everything for the interior on this thing, because this seat is just, it makes it. So got some extra material. I did the headliner, did all that myself. It's not that hard, people. You can do it. I know if you see it and you want to imitate it, go for it. All it is some soft pliable board I got from Lowe's, and I just wrapped it and stuck it back up there. I mean, I think it came out pretty good for what it is. Like I said, did the dashboard and the same thing. Did the kick panels. Kind of hard to see down in there. Did the kick panels and the door cards on each side. Okay, let's go a little deeper into this. As you can see, like I said, I'm old school, so I kept it a manual and I kept it a 3 on the tree. Something a little different with this 3 on the tree is it's got an electric overdrive. Yeah, I know it says choke up here. I just used the bezel. But it's got overdrive, which you can turn on and off. This is a factory option. Didn't come on this truck, but I just found it on another one. I use actually the transmission in this one's out of a 66. But it's called a BorgWarner T86. It's a 3-speed with electric overdrive that you can override. Um, Again, I got this a guy just south of me a little bit here. I think I paid $250 for him for that one. Um, he had one in his I forget what year it was, but he had one. His dad was driving it, didn't want to drive manual anymore, so he swapped it out to an automatic, and I got this one. Um, I want to say that this the 3-speed with the electric overdrive was available from 48 or 49 all the way up to 79 maybe. Um, I'm sure someone put down in the comments they can correct me on that one, but really cool. I'll do a little drive here at the end of the video and show you all that. Console, my dad, who's a great woodworker, helped me make this one up here. It's I'll show you the bed here in a minute, but this is all cedar from a guy local here in western North Carolina. He ripped it up for us, and we kind of put something together here. Green strips down the center and the side. That's kind of to go along with the dash, kind of tying that all in. You'll see the bed. I have it rusted to kind of make it look like the patina on the outside. Bunch of gauges. A boat radio that works off my phone. I can listen to XM or XM on that one, and get that through the speakers. 2 speakers there. Delete it out on the radio. Just has a heater, nothing special. I know a lot of you guys, we have a debate all the time whether or not black carpet goes with tan seats. I personally like it. I know a lot of the newer stuff, the Dodges, the Toyotas, the Fords, they like to do that on their kind of their premier packages, or their platinums, or their 1790 whatever packages. Tell me what you think. Does anyone do this, or not really your style? A lot of people like black on black, brown on brown. I kind of like to mix it up a little bit, do the black on brown. I don't know. Tell me what you think. And maybe show some pictures of your rides down in the comments. A little look at the interior from this side. Again, nothing special. Pretty basic. I did put 3-point harnesses in it. I'm sure everyone's gonna tell me that, oh no, they weren't supposed to have the points in them, but it had the welded in deal, the pickup point in the corner. I modified some stuff out of a Mustang, and works all right. I think so. I haven't died yet. But I'm sure everyone's gonna say, oh no, that's not safe. I mean, Jesus Christ, people. It's a 56-year-old truck with metal everywhere. Why are we worrying about safety now? Nice kind of, I don't like big bumpers sticking out, like, when there's 4 or 5 inches sticking out. They just, I don't know. I like them a little tighter. Gotta have a shout out to my man, Davey Allison. I've had this license plate here since I want to say 91. It might have been even 90. I think I've had it on every vehicle I've ever owned in my life. It just follows me around. It was lost for a little while. Someone found it for me, got it back. I was like, awesome. So, yeah, huge Davey Allison fan. Let's go down the driver's side here. This fender, actually the fender, or the hood, the cowl, the fender, grill, that's all original. You can actually even see I left the little kicker panel, or the I don't know what they call that, like a filler panel. There's a couple little holes in that I left just because, I don't know, it's a patina truck. What do? You leave holes. This fender here is the original. It did have some rust, so right in here is some patch and fade patina, kind of making it look like it's in there. All my friends tell me that I shouldn't tell everyone where the new and the old is, but if I don't show you, or how are you going to learn, or you show you that actually it can be done to fade it. This door is completely original. Did have a little bit in the corner. I fixed on. I did put cab corners in it. The cab corners were gone. Again, just kind of faded out. You can see over the years, this is actually real patina, 50-year-old, 55-year-old patina here from the gas filler. It's done that, so kind of left that. Going back to things that I would have done different if I knew I was going to keep it. The tank and the gas, or excuse me, the gas tank and the cab. I mean, it's not the most ideal situation. Knock on wood, I haven't had any problems with it yet. But, you know, there's a lot of people taking and mounting the tanks in the back. I do agree it's safer. You can usually get a little more volume. Makes life a little easier. So, like I said, if I'd have known in the beginning that I was going to keep this truck, yeah, I'd have probably gotten rid of the in-cab tank. But it's here now, so we're going to keep it. This side here is all original. I would kill to know what hit these. I mean, this is 55 years of life on metal, and you know, it's kill to know what happened to certain things. I do know, I found on the interweb, there's a guy up in just north of me who worked for a town water company, or water the water department of a town north of me. Anyways, it shows this wheel, well, not this wheel, but he had the wheels and tires on it, and it broke an axle. And you can see there's a tire, and this was rolled under when I got it. So I kind of left it because I don't know, it's history. This truck been through some things, so I kind of left it. So I pulled it out, did all that. It didn't have the reflectors. I went and put that on there. Let's get to the back. The back, boy, the back was rough. When I started this project, I started with the bed. Big mistake, because the bed was the worst part, and I got frustrated. And you know, I can teach you all a lot of stuff about being frustrated with projects. And I pushed it aside and worked through other things. And when I came back to it, now the bed is kind of one of my favorite parts, because I think I know how much love and time I put into it. This tailgate is not the original tailgate. The other one was Swiss cheese. It had more holes than it knew what to do with. Got this one. This was originally a black one. So this tailgate is all faux patina. I could teach you all how to do some faux patina. It's really simple. It's water, peroxide, and time. A little bit of time, and we're talking not much, like a couple of days, and you can make it work. But what I did is I sanded the Ford emblem out to where I wanted it, a little up here, like someone's been touching it, and hit it with the peroxide water and salt, and that's kind of what I got, and I think it blends in pretty good. Pretty happy with it. Now the bumper. This bumper is original bumper to this truck, but it was on the front. So when I got this truck, the right front, looks like he pulled out, or somebody pulled out, caught a pole, and the right front bumper was sticking out like a joust. It was pretty gnarly looking. What I do? We don't need that. I took it off, threw it in the bin to get rid of. I was not gonna mess with it. I wanted a roll pan back here. Got a roll pan. I hated it. It looked too modern. It just was not me. So I thought for a little bit. I went and got the old bumper out of the junk pile, and I said, you know what? I'm going to make something I've never seen, or maybe it's out there, but I've never seen it. I'm going to make a roll pan bumper. So what I did is I took the bumper, I cut it into about 9 pieces. There's a bunch of slits here. I mean, if you really get to digging, it's in there. And I started with the center, and I rolled the bumper up to kind of where I wanted. I want it really tucked. I didn't want it sticking out, and I wanted it to be there, but I didn't want it to be big and bulky like you see a lot of the F100s. Took and wrapped around the edges. Yeah, I could have probably done a little bit better job. Now that I've kind of got the vision in my head again, and I've done one, I think I could do it a little bit better. But again, I think it came out pretty okay. It's not bad. Right side of the truck, basically, that's all original. The door's all original. This fender's all original. See, somebody did some Bondo up here. Again, this thing's a rolling time capsule. This thing has earned every one of these dents and dings. The hood, that's all original patina there. I just kind of cleaned it up a little bit. Roof, I don't think the roof came white from the factory. The line's a little wonky. I think somebody did that, and I mean, this clearly looks like someone sanded on there to try and get a little patina. But again, I left it because I liked it. I like white and green, and it looks great together. I think it fits in good. The wheels, again, cheap. I think I got these wheels for under 300, 400 bucks. They're off of a Mustang Bullet 17s. The reason I had to get them is because you get, when you go to the Crown Victoria front suspension, your lug pattern changes. I'm horrible with whatever it is, but it's a metric front pattern where it's usually a 5 on 4 3/4 or something like that, or 4 3/4 on 5-inch. But anyways, in the back, what I did to get it to look right and match the width of the front, I got adapters. Oh, I dropped you. I got adapters, and still see I run the drum brakes. Why? Because they were there and they worked. And I don't know. Again, I was trying to make this truck on the cheap and get rid of it, and and here it is 5 years later, still in my possession. Go back here a little bit. I kept the 9-inch board. Nothing special again. I C-notched. I made my own C-notches out of a piece of like 8-inch tubing. Cut it down. Cut the frame rails so I could get that to drop up in there. Exhaust. I got a little. Everyone's like, "Oh, dual exhaust." Not really. What I did is I'm in NASCAR and we use these boom tubes. We got a lot of this oval stuff, so I repurposed a lot of it. See, I come up here, but I used. It's kind of hard to see. Maybe if I get up underneath here, I got a loop or a oval tubing. It's it's like 5-6 inches wide, 2.5 inches thick, oval tubing, and you can get it to go up over everything and kind of stays out of the way. It really works good, I think. But anyways, I got regular manifolds up front that dump into this super single exhaust system I made for it, and then it comes all the way back here. Got me some. I think they're called Stallion mufflers or something like that, off of Amazon. Sound good. I'll fire it up here in a little bit and let you listen to it. But yeah, pretty basic. Again, this is a stock 390 with a 2-barrel carburetor. I'm not I believe in EFI. I love EFI. Fuel injection is great, but you know what? I kind of like the old school stuff. Super quiet down in here. Like again, it runs. It just runs. It just does work. You can see I did have to make, when you do the Crown Victoria front suspension, you either have to buy. There's plenty of people who make engine mounts. I made my own. I can help anybody if they're interested in how I did it. I had to make them on both sides, stock manifolds, nothing special. Okay, let's take a little cruise. I'll show you how this 3-speed with electric overdrive works. It's pretty simple. It's really handy. Totally changed the truck. Full disclosure, it was a pain in the ass to get set so it would work right. There's a company out of Ohio. I think it was Ohio. I'll put their information on real quick and let you see that. But they know all about that T86 transmission. If you find one, get your hands on it, man. It is really cool. Works great. Let me show you. I know. Probably wouldn't hurt to put a clutch in this thing. Again, I was doing it on the cheap. I was doing it on the cheap and thinking I was going to get this thing to the highest bidder after COVID, and then I don't know, I kind of fell in love with it. It's a lot of fun to drive around, so I kept it. So maybe I'll do that over the winter. I'll put a new clutch in. All right, so we're in first gear. Overdrive's on. You're going to see that turn green, and that means we can put it in overdrive. So here, first gear. Second gear. Third gear. Hit the speed. You see the green lights on it, which means that everything in the transmission is saying, yep, we're going to go for overdrive. At the throttle, on the throttle, in overdrive. So you're running 45 miles an hour at like 1,200 RPMs. It's unbelievable on the highway. This thing with 350 rear gears, 17-inch wheels, runs 70 miles an hour at 2,000 RPMs. And it's just perfect. It's just lovely right there. Power steering. Engines great. Brakes are days. There's first. Second. Third. Fourth. Overdrive. Big problem they have with these transmissions, they put them in trucks, cars, put them in a lot of stuff, but they put them in trucks and they get loaded down, and they've got a spark clutch in the back of the transmission for the overdrive that basically freewheels when you're off the throttle until it gets the engine RPM and the rear gear or the drive shaft RPM kind of aligned. So it has very, very little engine braking. So people would load them up and come down hills and just wear out the drum brakes. What you really have to do is you have to turn the overdrive off, then pull this handle out, which locks the spark clutch in. See right there's second. There's no engine braking right now. That's its third or fourth. Light went out, so it's back in third. There's no engine braking at all. And then if I pick the throttle up, basically it's freewheeling, which got a lot of people in trouble with trucks. Because brake technology back then was not the best. They didn't have brakes for days. Third, fourth. See, the minute you get below 30, I think it's 37 miles an hour, it kicks the overdrive off. See, the little light will kick on at 37. There's a governor on the back of the a manual governor. Actually, a manual. It's not electronic. It's nothing but flywheel. 1 second. There you go. It's flywheels on the back of the transmission that spin out. And then when it gets to 37, it's out. They're turning around to go into overdrive. You can see I have to go into second. Well, when I stop, I have to go into second to stop the main shaft from spinning before I put it in first, because first gear of this transmission is not synchronized. So, hope you enjoyed a little ride. Show you what the transmission does. Show you the truck, the little walk around, the little tutorial of Patina Turner. Tutorial. Why do I use words I can't spell? Please like and subscribe there at the bottom. There's buttons and stuff. If you can do that for me, that really helps out a bunch. Tell your friends, tell your enemies. Until next time, thanks for watching.
Artlist.io Music licensing reimagined.